G'day, I'm Michael, and you're watching MyKoolTV. It's great to be here. This is the third or fourth or from 15th, it's a new number, attempt I've had to begin this live channel. And today's topic is going to be football, and I have a confession to make. I've lived in Australia for, that's not the confession by the way, so I've just done a fractor bunt. Anyway, 52 years ago, I came to Australia from England. I was born in England. And since the age of 10, I've been a Chelsea supporter. Yet now, I have a bromance with Ange Postecoglou. Yeah, I know. Are you feeling my pain? I'm feeling my pain, believe you me. Anyway, this is where I find myself. Well, he's Australian, what can I do? Yeah, I have some love for the home country, if you like. Don't have much love for the king, though, to be honest. I don't mind Charles, by the way. This is not the one about royalty. This is the one about football, isn't it? Come on, then. So I got me talking about football. Anyway, yes, Ange Postecoglou. Just as well that, what's his name from Man United, Ten Hag hasn't got the sack, because they'd be after Ange Postecoglou, and my assertion is that that if Ange was with a club that had the money, spending power of Chelsea or Man United, Liverpool, Manchester City, notwithstanding the what is it, the responsible spending? What's it called? Anyway, I'll come back to that. Can't remember the term for it. Yes, the spending limit you've got these days, yeah, they'd be top of the league. Although, to be honest, if Tottenham hadn't lost against Chelsea, when I say they lost, two of their players had an incredible brain snap in that Chelsea match, and I'm 110% sure that Tottenham would now be first in the league. Now, the only thing I will say though is, as we come to this second half of the league, of the 2023-2024 season in the Premier League, I'm pretty certain that the only ones I'm not sure of beating is Liverpool, because that day they went down to 9 men. Unfairly, I thought at the time, but you know, I'm not rooting for them. I'm rooting for Spurs, or I should actually call it Ange Postecoglou United. But to me, they had goals, you know, an unfair offside, ridiculous, and they had some close in run chances that they didn't quite take advantage of. However, to me, they're the only team, and of course, remember they're what, 5, 6, how many years are they into the Jurgen Klopp era? Well, yeah, you know, more than 6 months of the Ange Postecoglou era, let's put it that way. And by the way, because I was born in London, that's how I'm justifying rooting for Spurs, and I'm really reluctant to say goodbye Chelsea. I don't like the idea of you swapping teams, and I don't know if you can give me any love here and tell me what I should do. Talk about pushing the problem down. Anyway, yeah, so I got to do something here quickly. I got to edit the title. Okay, I'm only going to change one thing. I'm done. So, okay, I'm back to you. Anyway, yeah, I just Ange Postecoglou's style, I think, it actually, when you think about the traditional, what we've come to know as traditional football, and it's not the first, what do you call it? The first, the beginning of football, like in England, you'd have an outside left, an outside right, left and right wing respectively, inside left, inside right, and a centre forward. And then from memory, so that's 5 players in the front line. And I don't know how the whole system works though, but I'm pretty sure you had two backs, left and right back, if you like, and then you had one person, which more or less, must be another 2 in the midfield, left and right midfield, I guess. But the thing is, Ange Postecoglou's style sort of goes back to that. What's the word? To that era where attack was the most important thing, and of course, as football became more and more financially orientated, or had heaps more money come into it, then we've gone to this no risk strategy, which everybody always piles on about and says, "Oh, Ange is too naive," and he's not naive at all. He's got a football style. He knows it works, and the better the quality of player that he gets to play that style, the better he can do with that football, because it does take elite athletes. And he's had elite athletes like in Australia, the Brisbane Roar and other, but that's in Australia. Then he's had the elite athletes in Japan. Then he's had elite athletes in Celtic. As much as he hasn't done a 5 or a 6 year thing with any of these clubs, of course, you know, like a Jurgen Klopp, who's been around for a long time now with his Liverpool squad. He's built something really strong there. But now he's got high quality talent, and I forgot the terminology I used already, but he's got elite athletes. That's what it was. Elite athletes now in England with his Spurs team. And did I mention I was born in London? Yeah, I did. Okay, in Paddington General Hospital, which they destroyed, the buggers. It's just outrageous. So now the closest is St Mary's Hospital to where I was born. Anyway. Yes, I saw it in 2023, so that was nice. Anyway, getting back to Ange, the football that we've come to know in the last, say 40 years, certainly 30 years, is all about risk management, I would argue. So what you had was, you had the players, they were the chess pieces, and then you had the manager, who's the grand chess master. Now, before that era, when I was talking about having the 5 players at the front in the old days, if you like, up to 1966, and maybe only a little bit beyond that, probably. Actually, it probably wasn't even in 19... Anyway, forget about that. You had... The players had a lot more control. So you had the manager, and you had the players. Now, modern football, where's my little thing? Modern football, because I've got this background removal thing. You've only got the manager, and the players have to do as they're told. Yeah, like Conte and Mourinho, don't attack unless we're doing this or that. Like defend. I mean, and of course, besides making, their players might have been made of plastic or ivory, like the even if they were made of ivory, the good stuff, would have been stultifying the poor players. I think they would have hated playing football. Hated. No, that's not right. They would have still liked it. I mean, it's a great career, isn't it? And who would want to play football forever? I'd love to. Not that they can play forever. But they certainly, I don't think, enjoyed it as much, especially the ones that had real talent. Now, there's a lot of good players. There's a lot of very good players. There are some who you can say are masters at it, and then you've got the grandmasters, the very faint few who can, who might have a bit more power. The Ronaldos and the Messis and the larger team who scored with his hand in the World Cup years and years, decades ago, was it? Yeah. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, decades ago. But now not now, but with Ange Postecoglou's system, the players are given an enormous freedom. So you have Ange. He's still got the Grand Master, the coach, the manager, if you like, right? But each player is a Grand Master in Ange's system as well. Okay, they can all contribute, and he lets them express themselves on the field. And of course, so they can do something that I've often shouted at the TV when I've been frustrated and said to the coach, like at halftime, if my team's been losing, Brisbane Roar, Chelsea, now Tottenham as well, and Celtic, they're my big teams. Of course, I've got Ange fever at the moment, but anyway, putting that aside. But I've often wanted to say, come on, guys, you're playing like you're too... It's like they've footballed all the football out of them. They've coached all the football out of them. I want them to play like little boys, like a little boys and girls, like with that enthusiasm, that love of the game, and, enjoying it, and, enjoying your teammates, and, being professional, but having a laugh, having joy when you're streaming down the wing, or you've made a little break, or you've made a good interception, whatever it might be. So that's what I'm saying. So instead of half of I'm calling the players one half, and the coach, the manager, the other half. We've had football that's risk managed football, I would call it, in the last 35, 40 years, because of the money, and especially as it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. Then that's why you've had these managers like Mourinho and Conte, and I don't know who else, but all these players. The Danish twerp who looks after the Matildas, Australia's women's squad, and we lost the World Cup because we got this twerp playing this negative style in our own backyard. We are playing a negative style of football. I should do another episode just on that. It's just. And Australians aren't like that. We're more positive, and it's funny. Yeah, I'm a real contradiction, aren't I? Sort of British, English, if you like, and Australian, and it's you should be in here. It's very crowded in there. Anyway, good people. My weird hair. No, that's this background removal. Anyway, thanks for being here. I'm going to stop now because I really, I'm just learning how to do MyKoolTV. That's what you're watching, MyKoolTV. Yeah, you can see the spelling up there, but it's MyKoolTV. That's who I am. And yeah, I have discussed some things and bollocks and smart and dumb stuff and rants and a bit of yabbity do. And thanks for being here. I'll work to doing one a week, but I might even do these small ones while I'm sort of getting my head around it, learning. So come on, ye Spurs. I won't mention the other three teams that I support. This is really about Ange Postecoglou FC, aka Tottenham Hotspurs Football Club. Anyway, much love in life, love and music. And I'm Michael, and you're watching MyKoolTV. And I'm going to say fare thee well right now. Thank you for being here.